by the dawn's early light, was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Who saved us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the hope of the brave. Thank you, Miss Debbie Mayer. All right, boys and girls, let's go racing. Black Diamond, Washington in the 122. I want to thank all of our listeners out on the course, listening in on 90.5 FM. We are broadcasting live all weekend. We have a 2-day race. We'll be racing all day after this afternoon and back here again tomorrow on the clock. So make sure as you come back tomorrow, you bring your badges. Average age out of the course right now is up to see you guys. On the clock. Drivers are out doing what's called a milling session. We'll do one. Just got word from the barge. It is a good start. Nailed it right on the head. We're going to see who does and comes down into turn number 1. Three, Sea, dog, stock hydro. Here's countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Class will be out later on this afternoon. So if you have a 9-year-old or maybe even a 10 or 11-year-old that may want to get racing, best way to do is come on into the pits and talk to our drivers and talk to our crews and see how you can get involved with racing. Our club is called Seattle Outboard Association. That's on Facebook. We've got video pictures and our upcoming schedule. Next weekend, we'll be racing in Seattle, Washington. Might be having some trouble getting out onto the water. Coming waiting wide, holding up the RPM. Can he hold off that first place as they go to turn 1? He must give that the 652. Keep in mind, you're floating across the water at 75 and 85. until the start of Queso Hydro, and as all you know, my 30 seconds gets really short. I want to see some boats out on the water. I want to see Cannon Cushing battle it out with Jack Kaiser. I want to see Carson Kelly, the $66 take the checkered flag. Who will be your driver? Who's going to take it? 5, 4, 3, 2, they're going out for their second heat. We run a 2-heat format. Entries in our Queso Hydro. We out of Pasco, Washington, in the all-colorful 333R, Cannon Cushing. Driving the K-Pack 27, Jack Kaiser at Everett, Washington. That's Rick Henshaw in a 3 Shaw. Ellie Bonnie Lake in a 66R. Wayne Ederson, Diamond, Washington. Behind the wheel of the 112. For those listening at home, I will report to you on how our racing works. We are at 1 minute and 35 seconds. We have milling sessions where the drivers will go out onto the water, get their timing mark, warm up and everything comfortable with the course. When we get down to the 1 minute, we'll drop the green flag and raise the white. That tells our drivers there's 1 minute to the start. At that point, you'll see your drivers make their way down to that stretch and make their way across the start finish line. We run a 3-lap heat. The fastest out here right now is our Queso Hydro, 15 horsepower Mercury Everett and Johnson speeds at 60 plus miles per hour. But the average age on the water right now is about 60 years old at best. Now that I'm looking through this lineup, some of our younger kids, before you step up one from our junior class, which will be later on today, you'll see speeds of 35 to 45 miles per hour in our junior class. But we're going to bring out some fast modes, which is our D-Stock Hydro, along with a couple other classes where you'll see speeds of up to 85 to 90 miles per hour. Our drivers are on their 25 seconds to start. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster tails are coming up. Boats are floating across the water. They come into turn 1. We'll give you the line. Once they come across closer to me, I'll be able to give you the number. Side by side, these guys are battling it out for 3rd, 4th, and 5th, but your leader just floating it into turn number 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. That's three. Sounds like a good time to me, but we're going to go ahead and tell you it is 23 seconds to start as they start to make their way down into turn number 2. This is a scoring up. They must go around all the buoys in turn number 2. Then they'll come down the front stretch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they're making their way into turn number 1. We'll do 3. service, hydro, and 350 in the water. We're going to give a little bit of time for 300 to be staying, so let's be ready to go. We're going to change the schedule just a little bit. All right, sea service and 350. We're getting ready for your 4-minute gun. Setting out our antique service pipe. These are older motors that maybe some of you have in your backyard and don't even realize the value you have in these antique motors. his feet. 300 SS Hydro. You are to report to inspection first. Once again, 300 SS Hydro, you are to report to inspection after your heat. Here is your countdown, 300 SS Hydro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
of these Yamaha motors is we are clumped up. Going into that turn 2, we must fight for our lanes. We are not assigned lanes. So it's pretty much the race before the race to try and get in the lane that you want. Some drivers are going to want that inside lane. That'd be a J. Michael Kelly move. Some want to stay out on the outside, and some, like Kyle Ball, like to be smacked out in the middle of the action. 9 boats making their way out of turn 1. They are running with a throttle that's going back and forth as they start to bob their way across down the front stretch. We are at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goes for down. Rooster tails are up. Back to it. Light green helmet. That will be driven by Ryan Gallagher, the 54R, taking that inside lane. And here comes the hard part in the 132. That's Trey Harvard. One of our younger drivers out here, 18 years old. Battling on with Ryan Gowan. Ryan Gowan out of Tacoma, Washington. Spot him from a mile with the orange or the green helmet. Trey Markard in that beautiful blue 142 pops his way out of the turn number 2. Ryan Gowan drops back to 3rd place. We have a new leader, and those sponsors are tapping coming into turn number 1. There you are. Hey, Simon is your leader, and she acts off. Give it a left and a right, Trey Markard. If you want first, you're going to have to work for it. Ryan Gowan is 3rd. Trey Markard on the inside. Trey Diamond opened the door. Trey decided to step on was a very close race. My 9-year-old said, oh my gosh, that was a close race. Trey Marquardt had to work for it, but Trey. Then Trey Diamond, Ryan Gowan. Followed by the shark bite at the 203, Caden Cole. Reminder, 300SS Hydro must report to inspection. When they go to inspection, they will be weighed, where they must weigh 400 pounds. They will check their fuel. We run a non-oxygenated pump fuel. They will also check the height of the motor. The motor must be set at a certain height. Our pits are open and free to the public. We just ask that you have closed-toed shoes. That is for your safety, so if you can look down and see your pretty pedicure, we do ask that you run home, grab some tennis shoes, and come on back. You can go into the pits and see these boats up close, see how they work, look inside the cockpits, talk to the drivers. Our club is called Seattle Outboard Association. You can look us up on Facebook. We have videos, we have our up-and-coming schedule. The next race we will be holding will be in Yale, Washington at Lake Lawrence. Next class out will be AX Runabout. Should be in the water ready to go. Next class out, AX Runabout. Should be in the water ready to go. We have one driver that's jumping from one boat to another, which is not tremendously uncommon. There'll be some drivers that will come here. If you look in our pits, you're going to see one trailer can stack probably 5 to 6 boats on there. So, all right, AX Runabout is countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. That is our 3-minute gun for AX Runabout. Jumping out of his 300 right back into a 122 here in the AX Runabout. Jack Kaiser, a name you'll hear me say quite often throughout the day, is behind the wheel of the 162. Another name you'll hear me say often, Carson Kelly, is a 4th-generation driver. He's the one out there trying to move over that 15-horsepower Mercury in the 2US. Katie Brown out of Preston, Washington in the 662. Carson almost gets it started. Keep in mind, folks, this kid I think is, 11 years old, trying to rope over one of these boats all by himself. Looks like we might have another one. Katie Brown might be having some issues with the 662, bringing that back in. sure if we're going to be running this heat. So Sea Service Hydro, get them in the water, warm them up, ready to go. Carson Kelly, able to hook over that motor just in time, leans up on the front of that 2US, all 75 pounds of him. That is the way that they get these first up on the plane. Katie Brown makes a quick adjustment, goes back out on the course. They must be on the course before the 1 minute, and we are now at 1 minute to the start of AX runabout. Next lap out will be Sea Service Hydro. She'll be in the water ready to go. Next lap out, Sea Service Hydro should be in the water ready to go. Looks like Miss Katie Brown unable to make the start, but we do run a 2-heat format. We're going to bring her back in. Father Kit Brown's going to make some quick adjustments, and then we'll send her right back out on the next heat. To all of our listeners at home on 90.5, we welcome you for the 2021 Frank Hansen Memorial Race. We love coming here. We do ask all of our spectators, please, no smoking, no vaping, no alcohol in the park. We ask that you do please pick up after yourself. We want to come back year after year, one of our favorite courses of the year. We're now at 6 seconds to the start. Got some big bobbles by that 2US of Carson Kelly on the inside. White flag drops, green flag goes up as our AX Heart runabouts fly across the water. This is a runabout. It is a V-haul boat. We've been running the Hydros Hall of Fame. Meant to cut through the water. Carson Kelly on the inside, battling it out with Caden Cole in the 122. 3 wide as they go down the backstretch. Jack Heiser in the 162 out of Everett, Washington, your leader. Next pass out, Sea Service Hydro should be in the water, ready to go. We have over 120 entries today here at Angle Lake. 120 entries with a lot of fun racing. Out in the water right now is our AX runabout. The leader in the 162, Jack Heiser, followed by your leader is the 122 of Caden Cole, followed by Carson Kelly and Jack Heiser. All right, just got word from the barge. We have 1 gun jumper. If their drivers do cross the start finish line before the clock hits 0, they are a gun jumper. They are running for fun. 1 gun jumper, 122 of Caden Cole. Running for fun, let's make sure new leader, Carson Kelly in the 2US, followed by the 162 of Jack Heiser. Next pass out is Sea Service Hydro. Should be in the water, warmed up, ready to go. Next pass out is Sea Service Hydro. Caden Cole comes down the front stretch to see the checkered flag. Unfortunately, jumped the gun, running for fun. Your leader now, Carson Kelly out of Bonnie Lake, Washington in the 2US, followed by the 162 of Jack Heiser out of Everett, Washington. Hydro 350. Here's countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. That's your 4-minute time. Drivers 4 minutes to get out on the course. And that's what this is so doing. Find their climbing mark. 43R. All red road down to turn number 2. Flag is out. 51 seconds to start. John Nielsen comes out to turn number 1. David German in the 73R having some motor issues. Pull up next to one of our patrol boats. Looks like he wants to take the inside lane because we are at 17 seconds to the start. Might be just a little bit early. John Nielsen on the outside. Doug Martin in the 517. Smack dab in the middle. Tim Madsen steals the start in the 43R. He chased down by Doug Martin in the 517. John Nielsen. Tim Madsen loading it high, comes across the start-finish line, takes one look over the left-hand corner, looking for John Nielsen. John Nielsen hammering it down, trying to chase him down. Tim Madsen. John Nielsen. 8X runabout should be in the water, ready to go. 8X runabout should be turned around, ready to go. South of the patrol boat coming in. Here's countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. They're going to rope over those 15 horsepower Mercury Avery and Johnson. And then 662 couldn't get out on the last heat, but man, she took off the beach like a rocket. Good job, Chris. Way to get out there. That's our young Katie Brown out of Reston, Washington. And Cole, unfortunately, in the last heat, jumped the gun, running for fun. Gonna have to make up some points on this heat in the 122. Jack Kaiser in the 122. Carson Kelly with the 2US makes his way out onto the course. AX Runabout, one of our smaller classes with a 15 horsepower Mercury Evner Johnson on the back. Low motor driver weighs 350 pounds. Speeds of 55 miles per hour these young kids are doing. I'd have to say there's a couple of them out on the course that don't even have a driver's license, but yet they can go 55 miles an hour across the water. Sounds like fun to me. We got a 4th generation driver out there in the 2US. If you are interested in getting involved in hydroplane racing, we are nationwide. Or if you want to know more about hydroplane racing, go to your Facebook and look up Seattle Outboard Association. That'll give you some more information, pictures, and videos of hydroplane racing of all sizes and speeds. We can do up to over 110 miles per hour. You'll see some of those speeds next weekend as we'll be racing in Yelm, Washington on Lake Lawrence. We have some of our classes out here this weekend where you'll see speeds of over 85 miles per hour. Drivers are racing on their knees, not strapped in, holding onto that throttle and that steering wheel. Across the water, we are at 40 seconds to the start of 8X Runabout. Next class out will be 300 SS Hydro, should be in the water ready to go. Next class out, 300 SS Hydro, should be in the water ready to go. 30 seconds to the start. Drivers are making their way into turn number 2. This is our scoring up position. They must go around all the buoys. In turn 2, we are fighting for lanes here, folks. We are not assigned. We are not given anything on a silver platter. You must earn that inside lane if you want it. The 2US in lane number 2. Here comes Miss Katie Brown in that all green 662. She's going to battle it out with the boys. Jack Heiser looks to be on the outside in the 162. In the 122, Kate Cole on the inside. Carson Kelly in the 2US leads them across the start-finish line. Got a great race between Carson Kelly and Jack Heiser in the 162. Katie Brown pops up and looks behind. Might be having some motor issues. These are a water-cooled, typical fishing motor behind these folks. There's an Everett Mercury Johnson 15 horsepower. Great race for first and second. Carson Kelly on the outside. Jack Heiser on the inside. Or Katie Cole on the inside. As these two might be bumping boats. Carson Kelly. Katie Cole gets really loose coming out of turn number 2. They'll run 3 long, grueling laps. Carson Kelly on the outside. Katie Cole on the inside. And here comes Jack Heiser in the 162. Unfortunately, and Carson Kelly tries to duck on the inside, but finds out there's not a lane there because Kate Cole holds tight to those buoys. Carson Kelly lost valuable time trying to make that move, but she had to do what he could to try and get around Kate and Cole. So now we've got a race for second and third on the inside. Jack Heiser in the 162 on the outside. Carson Kelly in the 2US. Carson Kelly trying to hold on to that second place position, but Jack Heiser on the inside, the shortest way around the course. Carson Kelly, Jack Heiser for second and third, your leader. Kaden Cole in the 122 comes across the start finish line. You see white flag is out, 1 lap to go. Kaden Cole walking away from the field. Carson Kelly Katie Brown out of Preston, Washington in the 662. Comes across the start finish line to collect the checkered flag, followed by Jack Heiser. Carson Kelly in the 2 US, followed by Miss Katie Brown out of Preston, Washington in the 662. Next class out will be 300 SS Hydro. Should be in the water, ready to go. 300 SS Hydro should be in the water, ready to go. Second flight volunteers, grab your sodas, grab your sandwiches, and your sunscreen. Come on down to the announcer stand. Second flight volunteers to the announcer stand. SS Hydro, here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang! Rope them over, send them on out. 300 SS Hydro, making their way out onto the course. 9 of our 300 Hydros battling it out. As you can see, it's a popular class. Our railway 400 pounds. These motors and this boat setup is quite common in American Powerboat Association Outboard Hydroplane Racing. For the fact that you can buy this setup and run it in almost 12 different kinds of classes, changing up on different aspects of the boat. We're running 20 hydro. We put a restrictor plate into the motor that slows the boat down just a little bit. But out here on the course, there are 300 hydros with a speeds up to 60 miles per hour. You can see down here on the beach, we're trying to rope over one of our guys. It looks like Vandercourse trying to get out on the course. Yep. Here, Vandercourse is 25 with the help of 5 other people making it out onto the course. That's what we do in American Powerboat Association. We want to beat them on the course. We help all of our competitors get out there on the course. In the 30R, Faye Diamond had a phenomenal heat on the last run, but unfortunately jumped the gun running for fun. Russell out of Renton, Washington in the R333 comes across into turn number 1. We are at 1 minute and 14 seconds to the start. Hayden Cole in the 203 with that shark bite boat. You come into the pits, you can see what I mean. It's a silver boat with a giant shark bite on the front of it. Tay Diamond, like I said, was your leader of the last heat in the 30R. Ryan Gowan in the 54R. And the bright blue 142R, Trey Marquardt out of Guelph, Washington. Those are some of the ones you're going to want to watch for as they make their way out into turn number 2. Starting to clump up that there is a 9 of our 300 SS Hydros. See, the clock says 38 seconds to the start. Ryan Gowan, you can spot that green helmet trying to take over the inside, and I see the bright yellow helmet of Tay Diamond on the outside, and here comes the ever blue 142 Marquardt. Ryan Gowan looks like he wants to take that inside lane. Where's Caden Cole in that shark bite though? Tay Diamond just about lost her lane as we are 9 wide and we are at the green flag. Rooster tails are flying. They'll see speeds of 65 miles per hour. At 3:33. Randy Russell on the outside got a good race for the first and second. I can see the bright blue 142. I can see the green helmet driven by Ryan Gowan on the inside. Ryan Gowan Marquardt. When they come back around, I'll give you the rest of them, but I can see T Diamond's helmet right smack dab in the middle, and that 333, Randy Russell. Trey Marquardt goes way wide, and Ryan just about blew that thing over. Woo, that happens once in a while. Ryan Cowan, he leads this thing to the very rough edge because he knows Trey Marquardt is hot to draw for that first place position. T Diamond, followed by the 333 of Randy Russell. The shark fight of 203, Caden Cole. In the 157, Neil Marvin out of Blaine, Washington. T Diamond going out on the outside. Caden Cole in the 203, Rick Christensen in the 41R battling it in, squeezing through the middle, trying to take that 5th place position away, but your leader comes across the start-finish line to complete 2 of 3 laps, Ryan Cowan out of Tacoma, Washington in the 54R, followed by Trey Marquardt out of Pure, Washington in the 142. The 721, Tim Modern. Christensen in the 41R. Checkered flag is flying as Ryan Cowan in the 54R collects the first place 400 points. Combine those with the last heat. Trey Marquardt is with 300 points in the 142. 3 wide. I'll have to get the final on that one because they were close for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Sounds like we had a couple gun jumpers on that last heat. Our 300 SS Hydro running for fun. And the 142, the 333, and the 30. Unfortunately, came across the start-finish line before the clock hit 0. They are running for fun. We're going to do a quick changing of our volunteers, so don't go far. This is a great opportunity for you here at Engle Lake, and also you listening at home on 90.5 to jump onto your Facebook and look up our club. It is Seattle Outboard Association. We've got videos, we've got up and coming races. Next weekend we'll be in Yelm, Washington, racing at Lake Lawrence. Outboard hydroplane racing is not only nationwide, it is worldwide. But if you want to look up to see where else in the States, well, in the United States that we'll be racing, go to apba.com or .org. That is American Powerboat Association. Great way to get linked in with other clubs if you are visiting here in Seattle, Washington from outside of the Washington state. Once again, that is apba.org. That's your 30-minute gun for the first of 2 heats in Junior Hydro. Taking their way out of the course is our young kids starting at the age of 9 years old. Taking their way out of the course. All right, we got the end of our SeaTac Hydro. We're going to split these up into 2 heats eliminations. Starting at the age of 9 years old, we put a restrictor plate in the carburetor to slow them down. Once they've graduated up from the J stock, they'll move up to classes called AX Hydro, A-Stock Hydro, where we'll take the restrictor plate out and give them about 10 more miles per hour. So if you have a young one next to you, or you want to see one of your neighbors, your sons, your daughters, your uncles, your cousins want to race hydroplanes, and they're a young kid, they can start at 9 years old. Out on the course, then that 333, Cannon Cushing, followed by Brent Hall Jr. in the 16, Kelly Harper in the 23, Sophia Vandercourt in the 59, Madden Henshaw in the 21. Out here, young ages of 9 years old. Got second and third generation drivers out here, even fourth generation drivers. Keep in mind, these kids are out here on their own. There's no radio communication with their parents or their friends here on the beach. Lots of time sitting at the kitchen table, watching boat racing, YouTube videos, and going over how a start works. Seconds to the start. Looks like Cannon Cushing decides to go around that first turn, or turn 2 one more time. Got myself an early bird as we are now at 17 seconds to the start. If these drivers cross the start finish line before the clock hits 0, they are running for fun, no points. But we do use a 2-heat format. Take the points from the first heat, combine them with the points of the second heat. He or she with the most points will win. We are at 2-1. Green flag is out. Looks like we got a one-gun jumper out there on the course. With your leader, I believe that's going to be Harper Kelly, followed by the 333, Cannon Cushing. Going a little bit wide. 3 wide as they go down the back stretch. This is the future of hydroplane racing. A lot of these drivers grew up around racing their whole life, starting in the junior classes, working their way up to A-Stock. Later on this afternoon, you'll see some of the speeds move up to 80+ miles per hour. A lot of our outboard hydroplane racers move their way into inboard classes, and along with some other drivers that move their way up into unlimited hydroplane racing. So if you're a big Seafair fan, this is where a lot of those drivers started. And the 333R, Cannon Cushing, followed by Harper Kelly in the 23R, Sophia Vandercourt in the 59, Brent Hall Jr. in the 16. These kids are doing speeds of 45 to 50 miles per hour. Next class out will be J Hydro. Elimination heat B should be in the water, ready to go. And then pushing in that light colorful 3R is your leader at the apex of turn 1, followed by Harper Kelly in the 23R. Sophia Vandercourt in the 59. Followed by Brett Hall Jr. in the 60. You'll see some of these drivers have a white stripe across the top of their helmet. That is basically a rookie sticker that tells all the other drivers that they are a rookie driver. They must have those stripes across their helmet for at least 10 laps. And once the referee deems that driver as experienced enough to take that stripe off, it's a big finale. SeaTac Hydro, you will be next. Thank you for being ready. Thank you to all of our fans here at Angle Lake for the Frank Hansen Memorial Race. We are racing outboard hydroplanes here. Our club is called Seattle Outboard Association. You'll see speeds of anywhere from 40 to 85 miles per hour. We'll be here all day today. They're back again tomorrow for more racing fun. So don't go too far. A reminder, our pits are open and free to the public, but you must have closed-toed shoes. So if you look down and see a pretty pedicure, run out and grab some tennis shoes, grab your neighbors, and come on back down. We'll be here all afternoon. A reminder for the park here at Angle Lake, no smoking, no vaping, and no alcohol. Once again, no smoking, no vaping, no alcohol. J Hydro, drivers and crew. Heat 2A is as follows: 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333. Once again, Heat 2A is 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333. All right, SeaTac, we're going to bring this patrol boat back onto the course. 7 of our SeaTac Hydros ready to hit the water at speeds of 70 miles per hour. Here is your countdown. Crazy Stock Hydros. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. 3-minute gun. SeaTac Hydros. We were out here in the 300 class. Now we're out here in our SeaTac Hydro. A very popular setup. Making their way out of the course, all keeping the lineup. Johnny Adams from Monroe, Washington in the 52R. Don Burns out of Yakima, Washington in the 28R. Rick Christensen, Eatonville, Washington in the 41R. Mark Coates out of Everett, Washington in the 95. Mikey flying it high, Herman in the 32R. Randy Russell in the 333 out of Renton, Washington. Jim, I found me a fastball try-on out of Bellingham, Washington in the 721. Check out the 333R flying across the water, driven by Randy Russell. Come on into the pits and come see these Cushing boats. Johnny Adams comes across the start finish line in that 52R, all white though. We are 1 minute, 20 seconds to the start. And by that sound, the 23R just seized the prop. What I mean by that is that 3-blade prop on the back of that boat just found itself a nice cushiony spot on the prop shaft and is probably permanently there. Been there, done that. Hopefully it's still on there. These boats all have a 3-blade prop. That prop you can put in the palm of your hand. It's a very small prop, kind of expensive. Hopefully it's still sitting on the back of that prop shaft. As we are at 42 seconds to the start. Seconds to the start of our SeaTac hydro speeds of 70+ miles per hour as these drivers float across the water on a cushion of air in a boat motor that only weighs 400 pounds. These boats are built mostly out of plywood, marine plywood. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Might have me an early bird. We're going to have to wait to see. That's Johnny Adams in the 52R. Battling it out with Sean Burns out of Yakima, Washington. We got 3 wide. I can see the 41R. Rick Christensen out of Eagle, Washington. Got 2 red and white boats out there, but Rick Christensen marks himself separate with that yellow cut suit. Johnny Adams stole the start. We'll have to see if there was a good start. We'll wait from the barge, but here comes Sean Burns in the Lee Sutter Special 28R out of Yakima, Washington. Floats that SeaTac hydro across the water back into turn 1 as he completes lap 1 of 3. Followed quickly by Johnny Adams out of Monroe, Washington. Rick Christensen in the 41. 721 driven by Tim I found me a backdrop Tryon. The 95R Mark Huff. Unfortunately, Randy Russell has to watch that first turn from the outside course marker. We're going to tote in and see what happened with that boat. But that is a pretty boat. You're going to see he has a stripe across the top of his helmet. That tells all of our drivers he is a whiskey driver. Sean Burns skips across the start finish line to see the white flag. Not sure where he's going. I think he might have lost track of lap. They're just going to come back into the pit. Oh no, Sean Burns is out. So Sean Burns is coming in. That means a new leader on the course. Johnny Adams followed by the 41 of Rick Christensen. Mikey Furman in the 32R. White flag drops, checker flag is out. Johnny Adams in the 52R out of Monroe, Washington collects the first place. Followed by Rick Christensen in the 41R. Followed by Mikey Herman in the 32R. Next class out will be J Junior Hydro. I will give you your lineup. All of my J stocks should be in the water ready to go. All of my J stocks should be in the water ready to go. All right, attention J Hydro drivers and crew. Attention J Hydro drivers and crew. Here's your lineup for Heat 2A. 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333. Once again, Heat 2A is 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333. All right, we're gonna get a rope on this 333 and bring it in. Once again, Jay, drivers and crew, here is your lineup for Heat 2A. 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333. 23, 122, 59, 16, and 333 for 2A.
Be careful, all right?
Yeah.
Five, four, three, two, one, bang. That's our 2A for J Hydro. Making their way out of the course. 2A for J Hydro. stripe across the top of their helmets, like throwing a driver's ed sticker across the back of your car. They must run 10 races before they can remove the stripes. 30 seconds to the start. Out on the course, Harper Kelly in the 23, Brody Wyatt in the 122, Sophia Vandercourt in the 59, BrentHallJr.com in the 16, followed by that ever bright, colorful 333R of Kane and Cushing. Clock's at 0. We got some good stars. Might be it. Well, all right, just got word. It sounds like it might be a good start. So how they're out of the course is how they lay. And it's going to be the 122 Brody Wyatt, followed by Harper Kelly in the 123R, BrentHallJr.com in the 16. For third, great run for fourth and fifth on the inside. Kane and Cushing in that 333. The 122 comes across the start finish line to complete lap 1 of 3. Speeds of 50 miles per hour out here in our junior class, powered by a 15 horsepower Evans Mercury Johnson. As you can see, Brody is leaning way out to the side, trying to hold on to that inside lane. There is a set turn pin that helps these drivers get around the course. That's why you'll see they get up and out of the cockpit and kind of lean to the left. That's helping to get the turn pin back down into the water and help them get across the water. Here, Brody Wyatt in the 122 stole the start, walking away from the rest of the field. We got a great race for second, third, and fourth as they make their way out of the back stretch and start to clump together into turn number 2. A lot of rooster tails are flying. We have turn judges that are watching these drivers make their way across in through each turn. We have what's called an overlap rule. You cannot try and take the person's lane away from the other driver unless you have basically a rooster tail lane. Brody Wyatt has nothing to worry about with that in the 122 as he's almost a half a lap ahead of the rest of the field. Great race for second, third, and fourth, and we've got jostling drivers all over the place. Kane and Cushing in that 333, battling it out with Sophia Vandercourt in the 59, and Brent Hall Jr. in the 16. Harper Kelly playing in the 23R. Checkered flag is out. Next up, that will be Junior Hydro. 2B should be in the water ready to go. Checkered flag. Brody Wyatt in the 122 with a huge lead over the rest of them. Working hard for that second place, but earned it in that bright, colorful 333R. Kane and Cushing out of Pasco, Washington. Sophia Vandercourt in the 59R. Harper Kelly in the 23. Brent Hall Jr. in the 16. Our first set of J Hydros back in and send out another fleet of our young kids in the J Hydro class of P2A. Next class out will be J Junior Hydro. Here's countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. That's your 3-minute gun for J Junior Hydro. Of our J Junior Hydros out on the water as the clock hits 2 minutes and 8 seconds to the start. Next class out, C Crazy Stock Hydro, get him in the water. C Stock Hydro, get him in the water. Miss Kathy in the Delta Real Track 126R got her start with a program that we have with Seattle Outboard Association called New Folks in Boats. It will be happening next year in Eatonville, Washington. You pay a small fee and we will put you out in one of these hydroplanes. We'll give you the whole course, the whole lake. If you're interested in getting involved with our New Folks in Boats, go to Seattle Outboard Association to see how you can do that. We'll put one of your junior kids out there. We do bring a big boat out too, so if one of you adults wants to try racing, we do a C-Stock Hydro, which is the next class out. We'll give you the opportunity to go out in one of these boats. Once again, it's called New Folks in Boats. It's usually right around the middle of August in Eatonville, Washington. 1 minute to the start, white flag is out. Miss Katie Brown in that maroon 280 opts to go on the inside of the course. Karsten Kelly decides to go say hello to our race rescue crew in the middle of the course, and that's right, orange or red 42. Alex Leho with a 79 blue boat. Goes down into the back stretch. Matt Henshaw in the 21 joins up with the rest of our J kids. Katie Brown might be a little bit early as we are at 18 seconds to the start, but can she hold off and scrub off a couple seconds to not go across that start-finish line before the clock hits 0? Got some company on the inside, Karsten Kelly, and here comes Miss Kathy in the Delta Real Track 126, 4 wide, as we have now gone to a green flag. On the inside, Karsten Kelly. As he takes that inside lane, Miss Katie Brown in the second place, followed with the 79 of Alex Leo. Matt Henshaw in the 21. Battling it out for 3rd and 4th place. Katie Brown comes in on the inside trying to race down Karsten Kelly in the 42. Good run for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Your leader, Karsten Kelly in the 42, followed by Miss Katie Brown in the 28. 2nd and 3rd have only about a second between them. There's a good battle for 3rd and 4th on the outside. Alex Leho in the 79, Madden Henshaw in the 21, Miss Kathy in the 126 Delta Real Time. Next class out, C-Stock Hydro. Warm them up, turn them around, let's get ready to roll. C-Stock Hydro. Karsten Kelly tucked underneath the windshield of that 42R, followed by Katie Brown, Alex Leho in the 79. Matt Henshaw in the 21. Yeah, Miss Kathy in the 126. C-Stock Hydro should be in the water, ready to go. AX Hydro in the water, ready to go. AX Hydro, you are after SeaTac Hydro. White flag is out. Carson Kelly completes 2 of the 3 laps in the lead in the 42. Followed by Katie Brown in the 280. Still being challenged by Alex Aleo in the 79. On the 21R, followed by Miss Cassie in the Delta Real Track, 126. As our field starts to spread apart, they go down the backstretch for the last time. They'll take the points from the first heat, combine them with the points of the second heat. He or she who has the most points will take top podium finish. Once again, SeaTac Hydro should be turned around, ready to go. SeaTac Hydro. Carson Kelly collects the checkered flag in the 42R. Katie Brown, 300 points for second, followed with third place of Alex Alejo in the 79. Madden Hinshaw in the 21, and Miss Cassie in the 126. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Next class out will be SeaTac Hydro. Follow SeaTac Hydro will be AX Hydro. SeaTac Runabout to the water. You may be moved up in the schedule. SeaTac Runabout to the water. You may be moved up in the schedule. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang! That's your 3-minute gun for SeaTac Hydro. Just a little background on those that are machinery out onto the pit. The class is called SeaTac Hydro, of 70 miles per hour. Boat motor and driver all weigh 420 pounds. This is a 2-stroke motor, water cooled. They build these over in Japan. The break-in process goes like this. They have a jockey-style racing over there where the drivers are given a boat. It's the exact same boat, exact same prop, exact same motor, and they literally bet on the drivers. It's a man-made lake over in Japan. That's the break-in process. Then they'll ship the motors over here to the United States, where we do some slight adjustments to go towards the APBA rules, American Powerboat Association rules, and they bring them out here in this class called SeaTac Hydro, one of our most popular classes out on American Powerboat Association outboard racing, because it is one of the easiest classes to get a hold of. Pretty easy to work on these motors, so if you are an engineer or a motor person, even a marine person that wants to get involved with racing, whether it be a driver or a crew member, come on into the pits. The pits are free to the public. We do say you must have closed-toed shoes. That's for your safety. No smoking, no vaping, and no alcohol. That is across the whole park. Please remember, no smoking, no vaping, no alcohol. 1 minute and 30 seconds to the start. I have 6 of our SeaTac Hydros out here on the water. SeaTac Runabout to the water. SeaTac Runabout to the water. You may be next. Most likely you will be next. SeaTac Runabout to the water. You right on the course, 1 minute to the start. If you're just joining us, thank you for bringing the sun. This weather is ideal for racing conditions. Welcome to our Frank Hansen Memorial Race. Our club is called Seattle Outboard Association. We will be racing this weekend here at Eagle Lake, then we'll be traveling south to Yelm, Washington, where we will have another huge race. This is our record course. So we'll get drivers from across the states, California, Oregon, Michigan, Florida, Texas, that will be coming out. So book your weekend next weekend for another great weekend of racing at Yelm, Washington, Lake Lawrence. We are at 13 seconds. Might have myself an early bird. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, looks like I might have had an early bird. Had to let off on the throttle, but got myself a Johnny Adams in the 52R, followed by Mikey Fly My Boat High, the 41R of Rick Christensen. In third, Jim, I found me a fast off Ryan in the 721, trying to hold true with the rest of the SeaTac Hydros of Johnny Adams. Unfortunately, running for fun, the one and only gun jumper is that 52R out of Monroe, Washington. That is your new leader, Mikey Fly My Boat High. Herman in the 32, and he's got himself some company on his right hip. That's Rick Christensen out of Eagle, Washington. The 95R of Mark Holt gets a little flighty and goes way wide in turn number 1. For fourth place, great battle for first and second. Mikey Perman slowly but surely losing that first place position from Rick Christensen in the 41R out of Eatonville, Washington. White flag is out, 1 lap to go. Mike Perman still trying to fight hard to hold on that inside. Rick Christensen in the 41R now taking over the lead over Mikey Perman, followed by 721 of Jim Tryon. The 95R driven by Mark Huff out of Everett, Washington. Rick Christensen walking away with that first place position over Mikey Perman. Had to take him a couple laps, but he finally battled his way around Mikey Perman to take the checkered flag. Rick Christensen out of Eatonville, Washington in the 41R. Second place, Mikey Fly My Boat High in the 32R. Jim Tryon in the 721. Next class out, AX Hydro should be in the water ready to go. Next class out, AX Hydro. Bang, that's your 3-minute gun for AX Hydro. I have 9 AX Hydro coming out of the water. Decided that he wants to go out there and have some fun. between the brothers and the sisters, the moms and the dads. We even have cousins out here that are fighting each other out. I know I've had to drive it many, many times against my brother. Yeah, he schooled me once or twice. We're at 1 minute and 12 seconds to the start of my 9 AX hydros out there in the water. Brad Cole in that bright blue boat. He's going to be the one to watch. He's got the yellow helmet, 203. Miss Katie Brown in that 280. That's another one to look out for. Carson Kelly in the 66. Trevor McGregor in the 434. We are in a white flag at 43 seconds to the start. Got one driver, I believe that's Katie Cole. Might have hooked it trying to spin back around. Just gonna get back up on a plane to join the rest of the fleet in our AX Hydro. As they start to clump up together, the apex of turn 2. Keep in mind, they're not assigned lanes. We are now fighting them. It's the race before the race, trying to catch that inside lane, the middle lane, the outside lane, because we are now at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Might be a close start. We'll have to wait to hear from the officials at the barge as they race their way into turn 1 on the inside. That's going to be a Cole. I think that's going to be Miss Sierra Cole, the 307. Jack Heiser, the 27. Looks like we might have had one that might have hooked it. Almost got taken out, but we're going to get it back up on the plane. I think that's the 66 Carson Kelly. Bunched up together, fighting it out for turn 4, 5, and 6. They are 5 wide going down the backstretch. Carson Kelly throwing up a huge roller as he gets up on plane in turn number 1. That might make a beneficiary factor here in a moment because these boats, they don't like rollers. So this will be interesting as we got a great race for first and second. I believe it's the Cole fighting it out, brother and sister on the inside. Katie Cole, the 203 on the outside. Catalina Cole. As they find that roller, maneuver themselves around. This is Katie Brown in the 208 trying to fight off Jack Heiser. Brad Cole moving his way up through the fleet. Comes right up side by side with Katie Brown. In the 95R, or 59R, Sophia Vanacore, followed by Carson Kelly. Catalina Cole gets really loose and she flies out of door. We just about lost Katie Cole as he almost hooked it. That's gonna hurt because now he's gonna have to try and get back up on the plane. As Catalina Cole in the 307 walks away from the rest of the fleet. One slight maneuver marks for Katie Cole from second to fourth. Katie Brown in the 280. They're trying to battle it out with Brad Cole, which has moved at 27 and Jack Heiser. Great race for second and third. Ezra Brown in the 748 versus the 434 Trevor McGregor. Checkered flag is out as Catalina Cole in the 307. Next class out, C-Stock runabout should be turned around, ready to go. Next class out, C-Stock runabout should be turned around, ready to go. All right, next class out would be C, stock runabout, followed by the second heat of AX Hydro 200 mod runabouts. It's the schedule: C, stock hydro, AX Hydro 200 mod runabout. Attention in the pits. It has been brought to my attention. When you leave the pits, you must go to the right and around the exit buoy. To the right, around the exit buoy. The next driver who does not go around the exit buoy will be running for fun, and we will be watching. So just to let you know, it's been brought to my attention. The next person that does not go around the exit buoy after leaving the beach will be running for fun. See, stop runabout. Here's countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. See, stop runabout making their way out onto the water. Kyle Ball, the first one out there in that 20 hours. Bring out our runabout class. This is a V-hull meant to cut through the water, starting at the age of 16 years old, powered by a Yamato 102 and 302 Japanese built motor. The motor driver always 430 pounds. The kilo record in this class is 76 miles per hour. In the 159R, kind of hopping his way through third one. To the start, white flag is out. Travis Cole in the 159R coming up a little bit early, but watch for that flaming red and white boat in the back. That's a Lee Sutter special driven by Trey Marquardt out of Puyallup, Washington. 18 years old, gonna battle it out with buddy Kyle Ball in the 20R. That'll be the all-white boat, smack dab in the middle. Kyle Ball tucks underneath that windshield as they make their way down. Green flag is out. Kyle Ball on the middle. Mikey Perman on the inside. The 57R driven by Brian Williams out of Middle Creek. Green line as they go down the backstretch. Brian Williams in the 57R, Kyle Ball in the 20R, Trey Marquardt in the Lee Sutter Special 28R making his way up through the pack, Mikey Perman in the 32R, Mikey Perman on the inside, Kyle Ball swings way wide in that 28R. These two have been racing against each other since they were J-Stock Hydro, and somebody's going to sneak their way right in the middle. That's the 57R of Brian Williams. Kyle Ball trying to slam the door. And he does, and we just about lost Brian Williams. Trey Marquardt gets a little loose and flies out in the lane 30 in the 28R Lee Sutter Special. And on the weekends, he's flying a SeaTac runabout across the start-finish line to complete 2 of 3 laps. Kyle Ball gets really loose, following with Brian Williams in the 57R. Brian Williams fighting his way through that tough water. Need to learn how to push on the steering wheel a little bit more, but we'll get Brian Williams in that runabout moving. The Lee Sutter Special 28R, driven by Trey Marquardt. Mike Furman, your leader, goes on to turn 2 through the apex. Kyle Ball about 3 seconds behind. Brian Williams in the 57R, followed by Trey Marquardt in the 28R. Checkered flag is out. Mikey Furman in the 32R out of Renton, Washington. Kyle Ball in the 20R, Edmonds, Washington. Brian Williams, Mill Creek in the 57R. Trey Marquardt, John Washington in the 28R. Lee Sutter Special, followed by Travis Holtz in the 159R. Next class out. AX Hydro should be in the water, turned around, ready to go. AX Hydro should be in the water, turned around, ready to go. In the water, ready to go. AX Hydro should be in the water, ready to go. fight it out with sister Catalina Cole in the 307. Father Brad Cole decided he was getting tired of sitting on the beach, grabbed himself a boat, and decided to come out and play with his kids in the 207R. Miss Katie Brown out of Preston, Washington, the 280, third generation driver. All the way from Portland, Oregon, in the 748 brings Miss Esme Brown. Jack Heiser proudly driving the 27 Pay and Pack boat in the maroon 434. Trevor McGregor. Sophia Vandercourt out of Bellevue, Washington, in the 59R. 30 seconds on the clock. There is a clock for the drivers to see out on the start-finish line. The start-finish line is located in the middle of the course on the north side of the lake. You can see the floating dock with the white flag coming out. The drivers are going to come out of turn number 2. At that point, they must establish and hold their lanes until they cross the start-finish line. We are now at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the start. Catalina Cole in the 307 stealing the start, but I have a feeling Brother Katie Cole might be on the outside. It is Miss Katie Brown. Battling it out is Jack Heiser. Jack Heiser gets a little bit hurt, moves out to the outside, smacked out of the middle. Trevor McGregor in the 434. 3 wide as they go out of turn 1. Down the backstretch. Keep in mind the average age range here on the course is about 7. About 50 years old. Young drivers out here on the course having fun. Catalina Cole, your leader in the 307. But she's got them all bunched up and running her down. Right behind her and coming out of the apex, we got a pile of boats. I can see the blue. That would be Papa Brad Cole in the 207 coming out to play with the kids. Catalina Cole completes lap 1 of 3, your leader. Bunched up together. For 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th on the inside, Brad Cole. Miss Katie Brown fighting it out with McGregor in the 434. Hayden Cole fighting side by side with his squad in the 307 and the 207 on the inside. There's Dad Brad Cole in lane number 2. Hayden Cole in the 203. Here comes Esme Brown. A gun jumper running for fun. A little early on the start. Your leader, Catalina Cole, is now running for fun as she comes across the start-finish line. Gives us a new leader. I'm going to have to give you the number when they come back around. I believe it. Hayden Cole in the 307. 3 wide for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th on the inside. Brad Cole, McGregor, trying to battle it out to the apex. And McGregor gets a big wall of water. Katie Brown moves to the outside of Esme Brown in the 748. Jack Heiser in the 187. Catalina Cole looks to be your leader on the water, but she jumped the gun, running for fun. Chasing her down is brother Hayden Cole. Good breeze for 3rd and 4th. On the inside, Brad Cole. On the outside, Trevor McGregor in the 434. Katie Brown in the 280R out of Preston, Washington. Comes across the start finish line. Check flag. Should be in the water, ready to go. Next class out, 200 mod runabout should be in the water, ready to go.
Carl. Stop.
Inside? Yeah, it looks like this for...
Next class out. A stock hydro should be in the water ready to go. A stock hydro should be down towards the water. C stock runabout. Your mutt, turn them around. C stock runabout. Your mutt, turn them around. Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. That's your 3-minute gun. Jumps from one boat to another, brings himself into the 200 mod runabout out of Everett, Washington at 162. Tim Matson in the 43R. Left and right, power through the 662. And the 662 may not have turned the fuel on, because that's about the distance you can get on a reserve. So I'm thinking, where he's sitting, we might be bringing them back in because, not sure. Yep, paddle that thing back here, right? That is not a very good spot to be sitting, especially when we have all the rest of our 200 mods coming out of the start and into turn 1. He might be just far enough out on the course. We may go ahead and run. Kelly Hansen, Portland, Oregon, driving the 81R. Paddle, Preston, paddle. To our 200 mod runabout. A V-hull type of boat, powered with a 15 horsepower Mercury Johnson Avenir. Do you hear me say that a lot? Because that's another very popular motor. Your typical fishing motor on the backs of these boats. So if you've got a fishing motor at home, know how to tinker with it, want to go have fun, play hydroplane, go to Seattle Outboard Association's Facebook and find out more about racing with hydroplane racing, both big and small. White flag on the course, 1 minute to the start. Kellyanne in the 81R comes all the way from Portland, Oregon to play boats with Jack Heiser, Tim Matson, and Finley Eccles. Finley Eccles, a third generation driver, if I remember correctly. Mark Eccles, Dustin Eccles, Finley Eccles. Next class out, 8 animals, stock hydro should be in the water, ready to go. Next class out, P stock runabout. Get into the water, you may be moved up in the schedule. C stock runabout. We are 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll have to wait for the barge to see if that was a good start. Coming on the line, the outside. Your leader is a 162, Jack Heiser out of Everett, Washington. All right, so we're for start. It is a good start. Good start. So Jack Heiser, the Everett, Washington, starting the 162 is your leader. But he's got company because here comes Kelly Hansen out of Portland, Oregon, in the 81R. Coming way wide. The longest way around the course, trying to keep the RPMs up. Jack Heiser comes out of turn 1. Looks to the left, looks to the right. That's back into the windshield. Goes across the start finish line is Kelly Hansen out of Portland, Oregon, in the 81R. Climbs up quickly right up on his right side. Kelly Hansen, an experienced driver in that 81R. Followed by Tim Matson in the 43R. Next class out, A, stock hydro. In the water, ready to go. Stock runabout to the water, you may. Stock runabout to the water, you may be next. Kellyanne slowly closing the gap between her and Jack Heiser in the 162 as she opts to go for the inside lane. Jack Heiser swings out a little bit wide, forcing her back out on the outside as it comes down the front stretch. To see the white flag, 1 lap to go. Jack Heiser, your leader out of Everett, Washington in the 162. From Portland, Oregon, Kelly Hansen in the 81R. So trying to get that first place position away from Jack Heiser. That's underneath that windshield, so to the rooster tail. Third place, Finley Eccles, Monroe, Washington in the 81. 819R, Tim Matson, Superior, Washington in the 43. Checkered flag is out. Looks like Kelly Hansen may have had some troubles out there in the backstretch. Jack Heiser takes first place in the 162R, followed by Finley Eccles in the 819R out of Monroe, Washington. Tim Matson in the 43R. stock hydro should be turned around, ready to go. 8 animals, stock hydro. My goodness, Miss Finley, you go from a runabout to a hydroplane, back to a runabout. What are we going to see in next? Dustin, I see stock hydro in her future. Deck rider, yes, I like that idea. Let's keep the tradition going. I want to see you driving an 1100 runabout with Finley in the 1100 runabout. Animals, stock hydro, get down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. That's our 3-minute run for animals. Washington in the 142R. Nichols in the 440. And Brown, Portland, Oregon, 748. Nathan Adams in the 167. As they lift up the back of that boat, trying to get that thing up and running. Tim Matthews. Down the yellow. They shove it out onto the course. Still have some fun. Tim Matthews out of here. Stock hydro. Starting in young number 13 years old, no-motor driver, all weight 345 pounds. And Matthews hammered down for the reach, and then one goes out on the set to become the golf our finish line, that 43R. As we round in 440R. Trey Marquardt in the yellow and 142R. As they make their way around in the filling session, we are now at 1 minute to the start. White flag out on the course. 5 seconds to the start. Looks like I've got one. I'm going to take one more last turn to try and skip off a little bit of time. Seen it a few times today. Drivers have come across the start-finish line before the clock hits 0. That gives them 0 points running to spot. You want to time that start perfectly that you are at full throttle, full speed to go across the start-finish line. Tim Matson going to thread the needle in that 43R coming through next to Trey Marquardt in the 142R. Might be a close start. Leave on the inside, there's a Trey Marquardt in the 142R. 7R is Adams, and Bird on the outside. Billy Nichols in the 440. the estimated round of 7:48. Next class out, stop for about shipping in the water, ready to go. Five, four, three, two, one. Bang! That is your 3 to go. Across the start finish line in the 28R, making his last timing run. I say timing runs because he wants to make sure he's at the start finish line. Right, as he wants to do it. 70 miles an hour here at our SeaTac runabout. Mikey Herman in the 32R. And the G-Sutter Special, the 28R. The 57R, driven by Brian Williams out of Mills Creek, Washington, making his way out into the back stretch to join Travis Bolton, the 159R. Mikey Furman just now coming through the middle of the course. Going to set himself, I have a feeling, right up on the right-hand side of Kyle Ball. These two have been racing together many, many years. Kyle Ball on the inside. Mikey Furman dropping a little bit farther back. Might be a little gameplay strategy as our clock is now hitting at 13 seconds to the start. Going to try and sneak up on the inside of Kyle Ball. Going to settle through and thread the needle. 5 SeaTac runabouts bouncing their way across the start finish line. Clock in 0. And we just on thread the needle and came up side by side with Kyle Ball. As these two deck it out side by side all the time, they almost exchanged pace as they come out of turn 2. Kyle Ball in the 20R on the inside. Mikey Furman in the 32R. As these two side by side. Mikey Furman trying to battle it out with Kyle Ball. Mikey Furman on the outside. Kyle Ball the inside. Short his way around the course. Mikey Furman at the apex just nose out in front of Kyle Ball. These two have been fighting it out since the start of this heat. Right legs out, 1 lap to go. Kyle Ball swings just a little bit wide as they tap coming out of turn number 2. Giving each other a little love nudge. Kyle Ball tucks underneath the windshield. Mikey Furman in the 3R starts to fall back. Throwing them right back on the net. Turn number 1. Mikey Furman on the outside. Still trying to hold of that first place position over Kyle Ball. Great race for third and fourth as well. Brian Williams on the outside. And in the 28R lead center special in fourth. Mikey Furman. Looks like we just lost the lead center special in the backstretch. Got a boat over in the backstretch. But that will be a huge checker flag without Kyle Ball. Mikey Furman. Brian Williams. Travis Cole. All right, we're going to go get our swimmer. Decided to test out the water in that backstretch. That would be young Trey Marquardt out of Gulf, Washington. Well, lead center can't hurt more equipment, I guess.
I just don't want to cut out.
I think we need to because the divers, we're moving a lot faster.
Oh, good.
No, this is Seattle Rick, though. Yeah. So he's going to be here right at 3.
Hey, Brent.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
I was just like calling you, and then I heard he's going to be here by 3 in your voice.
Hey.
Howdy,
John. Man, thanks for coming out.
John, thanks for stepping up for us.
You
too. Jeff Kelly.
Absolutely.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah. Ricky.
So,
these are the boats over here. And, we'll give you a little,
they're showing how to open latches and let you guys out of 5-point harnesses. Where should I drop off? Like, I'm just going to tank and I can roll stuff.
The boats go out here.
Okay. So, yeah, I'll drop stuff off, park my truck.
I wonder